Hey, Gabriel here with the Icon Capture GPS Intelligence Brief for June 17th, 2026. All right, government affairs directors and influence practitioners, we need to talk because this is one of those boards where if you only look at the opportunity count, you are going to misread the market. Here's what I want to do with you today. I want to walk through the new opportunity flow, the legislative and executive movement, the regulatory and court signals, and then bottom line what this means if you're actually managing a portfolio right now and trying to decide where to lean in, where to stay patient, and where you may be kidding yourself. Before we start, this is the last brief before this terrain window narrows. The GPS Portfolio Realignment Review cohort closes after this brief. 6,290 fresh solicitations pursued portfolio realignment. That signal is what opened this session, and it will not repeat the same way tomorrow. Code GPS 551 at the-icon.ai capture. Now, let's read the board. So let's get right to the facts. Over the last 168 hours, GPS surfaced 6,290 new opportunities posted on SAM.gov. 2312 legislative signals, 0 federal hiring signals across 0 agencies. And all of that is happening while market BCL is 0%, with 0 agencies stalled under the continuing resolution. Opportunity is flooding in with a staggering 6,290 opportunities in the past week. This volume, while impressive, must be dissected to understand its true value. If you read this policy tape, you'll notice that the top opportunities, such as the P-8A aircraft full-rate production and DHS's department-wide cloud initiative, don't come with specified amounts. This lack of financial detail can make it challenging to weigh these opportunities against each other. It's a reminder that raw volume doesn't always equate to accessibility or immediate usability. The capture ticker shows no movement in legislative, executive, or court opinion signals this week. It highlights a quiet regulatory environment where compliance friction isn't necessarily from new rules, but perhaps from the absence of guidance. For government affairs directors, this means remaining vigilant to subtle shifts rather than overt regulatory announcements. Our board seems to suggest a momentary lull, a chance to strategize without the pressure of immediate compliance shifts. As we delve into the BCL percentage, which is currently at 0, it signals an absence of backlog or carryover from previous cycles. This is a clean slate for managers reading this tape, indicating that the market is primed for fresh engagements. The real trick lies in navigating this clean slate without falling into the trap of stalled opportunities, which, thankfully, also read 0. It's an open field, but one where the path forward must be carefully chosen to avoid friction. The secondary signals are painting a picture of market stability with a hint of underlying potential. With no terrain holes detected, the environment feels solid, no hidden obstacles that might trip up a well-laid plan. Yet, the absence of hiring activity within agencies could suggest a lag in the mobilization of new initiatives. For influence practitioners, this might indicate that while opportunities are plentiful, the machinery to execute them is still gearing up. 0 court opinions and lobbying clusters further reinforce this stability. In a market where the judicial and lobbying landscapes are quiet, there's less immediate pressure from legal shifts or competitive lobbying. This quiet can often mean one of 2 things, either a period of calm before a storm or a genuine lull where strategic positioning can occur without interference. Government affairs directors might find this an opportune moment to recalibrate and reassess portfolios. The market, with its current signals, suggests that there might be mispricing in areas traditionally influenced by aggressive lobbying or legal maneuvering. Smart portfolio moves might involve leaning into sectors where historical volatility has caused underpricing, betting on upcoming regulatory shifts that haven't yet made it to the board. In essence, the combination of these signals is a call to arms for those who can see beyond the immediate calm. It's a chance to build a robust strategy, ready to pivot when the next wave of regulatory and court signals inevitably arises. The government affairs and influence landscape is a dynamic, regulatory-driven market where compliance friction and protest risk are constant variables. Are you leveraging real-time data to anticipate regulatory shifts and stakeholder sentiment? How effectively are you positioning your organization to navigate lane changes in policy velocity? Are you prepared for the impact of court signals on your strategic objectives? In this environment, staying ahead demands a proactive approach, blending sharp data insights with agile stakeholder positioning to mitigate risks and capitalize on emerging opportunities. Last thing before I sign off, and I want to be direct. The GPS Portfolio Realignment Review cohort closes after this brief. When this window closes, the terrain that justified it moves on. Tomorrow's signal will be different. The next session will read a different board. If the brief we just walked through gave you a reason to act, now is the time. Code GPSI. communities.theicon.ai/capture the-govcon-elite, 6.8 million records, 4 verticals ready, provenance traced from bill to award. Like and subscribe if you're managing a federal grant, research, GovCon, or commercial portfolio. I drop a new GPS brief every weekday. All links, terminal preview, Shipley sessions, live cohort calendar, and the full brief are at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Register free, and it's all there. This is Gabriel. I'll see you tomorrow.